my channel. I hope that you are having a fabulous day. I have a design team project for ASC Craft Supplies, and my coupon code for them is Michelle10 for 10% off any regular price purchases, and any order $75 or more ships free. And this is a swap which was hosted by Tmika, who has scrapped the world. Of course, I'll have her linked below in case you are not sure who she is, but I know that most crafters know who she is and follow her. We were to do a tag flip. I think it was to have a charm, a ribbon, a binder ring because it is a tag flip, a focal tag, like a tag with to from, a dollar goodie or dollar spot goodie, and embellishment, I do believe is what it was. And she asked us to use current paper, and I loved when she said that. So I've had this Seaside Escape, and I can't remember, it was released, I want to say sometime this year, from Mintay. It's a newer paper, but I have not had a chance to play with it, so I thought this would be perfect because I love the paper. And as I said, it's Mintay Seaside Escape, and I mostly did use 6x6 for this, except for the bag topper I did have to use some 12x12. This is how I packaged my swap. And I have a friend that we decided to do a swap using Tmika's guidelines. So I made an extra, but I didn't include the little name tag with my information on it. I had it just tied to my bow. So I just used some burlap ribbon and this jute twine from my stash, and then I cut apart one of the journaling cards, so the centers are different and then my little dangles are different, but other than that they are all the same. And I did remember this time to put the opening in the bottom, so I'm bad sometimes with bag toppers of forgetting to put the opening of the bag at the bottom so it can be reused if they would choose to do so. So here is my little tag flip and my little charms. I didn't have all of the same, so my charms are different, and this one has a little mermaid and a little starfish, and the ribbons are all the same, so I thought those ribbons went really well with the paper collection. And on the front here we have this little beach hut or house, and this was a silhouette design store image. And then the welcome to our beach house, I did a print and cut with Cricut, and then I did some scanning of the seashells in the ephemera and a little flower cluster. So I did scan that and reduce it down so it would be size appropriate for the little tag. And I've added some flowers from ASC, and there's some little tiny rosebuds and some little berries there. But I thought that was so cute, and I wanted to mimic, let's see if I can find it here, in the paper. I'm trying to remember where the little beach house was. Okay, there's one of the beach houses right there, and I just wanted to mimic that. I did that, and it was a lot of little pieces, and you can see here those little tiny pieces and the little porthole window. And the little porthole window was something I purchased and just reduced down to fit on the door of the beach hut. I wanted it to have a window. It just seems so blank. All of that navy, I wanted a little something extra on there. So that is that tag. And then on the back I cut out some of the decorative paper just to cover it so it would have a nice finish, but you can just see how gorgeous that paper is. And then here, let me take these out so we won't have a glare. I made a little anchor and then a little ship's steering wheel. And I did some print and cuts for the titles, By the Sea and then Ahoy. And then on the anchor, I took some twine and wrapped around it and made a little bow and put a little bow here. And there you can see some of the little seashells I reduced down. I didn't have any real seashells that were that tiny, so I couldn't put it on there. And then I reduced a starfish down here. But I thought those came out really cute. I hope whoever my partners are, I hope that they can use those. And for the to from tag, I wanted to make this lighthouse. I just thought it was so pretty. And once again, I was mimicking a lighthouse from the paper collection. So I used some of the paper here you can see for the stripe. And then I added another little flower with some of the print and cut, the little ephemera pieces that I reduced in size. And I also reduced this little seagull, and I thought he would be flying around the lighthouse. And I do believe this was also a silhouette fowl. I'm not sure where the beach came from. I can't remember. I will try to link everything in the description box below. And then I did make an offset for the middle portion of the lighthouse to get me the little window frames. And then on the back, I made my little to from tag, and then I covered the back with the decorative paper, and I thought it looked so good. I probably could have used it on the front even. I didn't realize it would look that nice. And then as a little extra, I just made some flowers. Of course, they're very flat right now, but if my partners can just fluff those up when they get those. And here is my dollar spot item. And I can't remember if this is from Michael's. And I want to say that the other 3 packages that I sent in to Tmika have all the same trims. And then for my friend, this is different than what I sent to her, because I didn't have 3 of those. And another thing that I included was, I saw it was Raven Lou and Paper 2 made a Dollar Tree foam tape dispenser. And this is the foam tape we get from Dollar Tree. And she had followed, or she had seen a tutorial by Bona, who is Live Love Scrap, I believe. And I can't remember if it's the same measurements or she tweaked it to fit the foam tape. Well, I took Raven Lou and Paper 2. I'll link her below. I think it's Raven Lou and Paper 2. Well, I took her idea and I made it where it's all on one piece. I covered it with the decorative paper, and I left it flat because Tmika wanted this to fit in a padded envelope. And so what I did was I went ahead and put score tape where it needs to be. So all my partners will have to do will be take off their score tape like so here. And I'm just going to go ahead and take it all off. But I thought this would be something hopefully they could use. Now, I did not decorate the front of the box because I like to tuck mine in on a shelf on my desk, so that way you're not messing up decorations on the front. So I left it very simple, and I thought the paper was really pretty. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold that in, and then I'm going to fold this over like so, and I'm just going to make sure it's lined up and put it in, and then we'll fold that tab in. And on this one, we just want to make sure my tape sticking up just a little bit. Let me fold that back, and now I'm just going to fold that over and make sure the holes match up. And then you'll just drop this in. I figured out my measurements and I put it in Cricut Design Space, so you can, I made it where you could tuck the lid in, and now you have your tape dispenser box. And of course you can decorate it if you choose so, but like I said, I just leave it blank and then I tuck it on a little shelf that I have. I hope that my swap partners and Tmika like it. So I'd love to hear your comments, and thanks for watching. And remember to visit ASC Craft Supplies. I'll have them linked in the description box below. Have a great day. Bye-bye.